Welcome to another episode of the Chronicles of Mr. I'm Mr. Pierre, and I'm so glad that you're here listening, watching to another episode. And here on this particular episode, I wanted to give some practical tips and strategies to make your life a little bit easier as an educator. This episode is probably going to be dropping around the 21st of October, so we'll be in the thick of Shocktober. If you are a veteran teacher, then you are very familiar with Shocktober. You know that this is the time of year where, one, you're feeling burnt out because the end of the first quarter or the first trimester is nearing, and so those parent conferences are coming. It's also that moment in the year where students, they're done with the honeymoon period. They're showing you their true colors, whatever those colors may be, and for good or bad, you're feeling it and you're in the thick of it. It's also the time of the year where things are changing, the temperatures are changing, so we're going into that cooler moment of the year. It's definitely the hoodie season. Sweater weather is definitely in full effect. So I just wanted to share 5 websites / apps that have been just beneficial to me as an educator, and hopefully will make this time of the year a little bit easier for you. The first, just get the formalities out the way. If this is your first time watching the episode or watching the podcast or joining, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notifications. I greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel, helps me out. Thank you very much. Love you for it. And so, number one, I've been using this site for about 2 or 3 years now, and it has been a game changer. That site is called classroomscreen.com. One of the biggest challenges in my classroom over the years has been keeping students on task while also making sure that everything is running smoothly. Classroom Screen is that absolute game changer that helps me do just that. It's this customizable screen that I can project onto my Promethean board. Then I can pick the backgrounds. I can choose a timer. I can choose a clock. I can choose multiple timers, so I know that, hey, this is for the do now. This is for the amount of time that I'm going to have for like our classroom engagement study moment. And then also, hey, when a kiddo's answering, hey kiddo, if you're taking 4 or 5 minutes just to answer a question, just hang it up, pass it off to someone else. But it keeps me on track, and it keeps the kiddos on task as well. I love the use of the visual timers, and it has this dope tool called the noise meter, where you adjust the sensitivity of the microphone, and then that microphone, when kiddos get over it, whatever that moment is, whatever that noise level is, whether it's a 1, 2, 3, whatever it is for you, it'll ding, give a little auditory cue that, hey, we've gone over, lets the kiddos know, like, hey, we got to bring it down. And it just helps you so much. Helps me as an educator that I don't have to keep saying, quiet down. They have this auditory, very non-biased piece of equipment that allows them to know, like, hey, we've gone a little too loud. Let's bring it back down. So classroomscreen.com, I would highly recommend any and every single teacher, please check this tool out. And once you have checked it out, go ahead and please leave me a comment. Let me know how you're using it. Did you stick with the free, or did you upgrade to the paid version? Either one is fine. Obviously, with the upgrade, you can get a bit more bells and whistles, but the free version is definitely dope as it is to allow you to do all the things that I feel that you'll need to do. The second website is tinywow.com. tinywow.com. And we teachers, we know that there are moments when you're trying to convert a PDF into a Word file so that you can change certain things, and you are trying to do that whether in Adobe, but you don't have the licensing for it, or if you have the subscription, but the subscription is old, and all these bells and whistles that you got to do, jump through 1,000 different hoops. But with tinywow.com, you can upload that PDF, convert it to a Word doc, make those edits, and then convert it back to a PDF so that when you send it out to the kiddos, it doesn't get changed. And that's just for Word documents. If you want to convert between Word and PDF, or PDF and Word, or whatever other conversions that you have, that's cool. But then it also has images that you can edit, where if you're a person who has an iPhone, you know that the pics that you take on your iPhone are in HEIC, so that if you want to then convert that to JPEG or PNGs or GIFs, anything that you want to create, tinywow.com allows you to do that. And we know that this time of year, as I was saying before, it's a time of year where things start to stack up, the grading and the papers and the this and the that. It's such a great tool that will save you, I believe, hours. Hours. It's like having your own little personal assistant, digital personal assistant for your digital life. And it's going to save you hours. Trust me on it. tinywow.com. Check it out. I think it's going to help you out a lot. It's helped me out a lot. I think it'll do the same for you. The third one is a little bit unconventional. It's what I'm recording on right now, which is Riverside.fm. As a teacher and as a content creator, whether it's recording lessons or hosting this podcast, I love Riverside.fm because it's the must-have, one-all studio quality app, web-based recording platform that allows me to do what I'm doing, which is capture studio quality audio as well as video. And for me, I also like to use it for my parent-teacher conferences, where I can have this instead of Zoom. I don't want to knock Zoom too much. I know we all had to go through Zoom because of the pandemic, but this is so much better because everything is recorded locally, and then it's sent up to the cloud, and then you can download it. With Zoom, the moment anyone's internet is funky, the whole thing is over. If I were recording a podcast with you as a guest, if my internet or my interwebs are a little wobbly, the whole conversation is over. Whereas I can have this conversation. If it's your end or my end, whichever end it is, I can log off, reboot, and then jump right back in, and it doesn't skip a beat. Because it's all being recorded locally and then sent up to the cloud, and this is being done on the separate platforms, it's such a game changer in that I'm not losing anything, and it's just beautiful to be able to then, once I've got the recording, edit everything here, create the captions here, be able to insert the pictures right on this one platform and not have to go through multiple places. So Riverside.fm. If you are looking to give Riverside a try, there's an affiliate link down below in the description that you can try out. It'll give you a little discount the first time through. It helps me out as well. Not sponsored by them. I would love to, but I think it's just such a great app that everyone should give it a try if they're into content creating or just want high quality, studio quality audio and video capturing platform. The next one, I think we're all familiar with this at this point in time, which is Canva for educators. Canva is the go-to place where you have to just make your visuals even better, make them pop, those presentations, the infographics, the posters for your classroom, all of that can be done on Canva. And particularly, if you got a free version, cool, your personal version, dope. But if you have the educator version, it's just it's next tier level where you are going to be able to get so much more. And you know how simple and the UI for Canva is so intuitive, where it's just drag and drop. It's super user-friendly. If you haven't been using Canva, please get on it. And also, get onto the educator version of Canva so that you'll get so much more than just the free version. If you've got the paid version, let me know. Is there any difference between the paid version versus the educator version? If so, can you leave a comment? Let me know how that is, because I've always just used the educator version. This last one I've been using for the last 2 weeks. I've got to tell you that it has been absolutely phenomenal in terms of just a dope site. The site is called localsend.com. Localsend.com. So this tool is a hidden gem for anyone who wants to make their tech life easier. Localsend.com allows you to send files between devices without needing the internet or any other cloud service. You can share across your phone, your tablet, your computer, whether that be a Mac or a PC. And you don't need to airdrop it from a Mac to a Mac. You can go from a PC to a Mac. It allows you to do that. The way that it does it, it's so cool in the interface for anyone who's not a techie. It's so simple. Make sure that both of your devices have local send, have the app, and then you just gonna go from one site to the other, drag and drop, bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's so dope. So those are the 5 websites and apps that I've been using that I think will make this Shocktober so much easier for you. Whether it's Classroom Screen, which is going to keep your class on task, whether it's managing files with tinywow.com, recording high quality content with Riverside.fm, or sharing files instantly with LocalSend, and then finally creating some stunning visuals with Canva for educators. These tools will make your October, which is one of the busiest part of the year, so much easier to get through. So I hope you found these 5 tools useful. I know they're super useful for me as an educator and as a content creator. So if you found any of this useful, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know which of these that you've used already. And if you haven't used them, let me know once you have used them. How's it going for you? What are you using them for? Well, thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm Mr. Pierre. This has been another episode of The Chronicles of Mr. And we're out. Thank you for watching. Those tools are dope. I love them. Local Send For real, for real. It's such a game changer. It makes things so much easier. So much easier. Classroom screen as well. I think you'll love it. Let me know. Let me know. Deuces, y'all.